Hello and welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl, and we're going to be starting a new series now. This is going to be playing Total Warhammer 3. We're going to be going through a whole bunch of different legendary lords. The aim is to play through to long campaign victory, but with no end crisis mode, so just straight through to sort of the main lord specific long campaign victory. No specific order in the lords, more just starting off with the lords I think are fun, changing the race each time, that sort of thing. And I say we're going to be running this series for as long as we have the time to do it. So I think we're going to get through quite a few lords. I really do enjoy Total Warhammer 3, and this is just going to be something that we're running on YouTube, keeping it separate from streaming. Streaming would be streaming other games, but this particular game we're going to be doing offline and sort of running through it in a series of essentially videos on YouTube as a playthrough. So without further ado, let's start. So campaign, new, Immortal Empires. We're going to start with the Empire, and we're going to start with Elspeth Von Draken. Not only is she new, she's also now quickly become one of my favourite legendary lords. So, Elspeth Von Draken. So, in terms of her starting army, she's got 3 units of swordsmen, 2 units of spearmen with shields, some Nuln Ironsides, handgunners, Hellstorm rocket battery, and a cannon. She gets the Imperial Gunnery School, plus 10% research rate, which is nice, minus 15% upkeep for gunnery units. Double experience gain for artillery and gunnery units, which is great. I'm a gunline defensive player by nature, so that definitely fits me. Lord effects, immune to vampiric attrition. That's good for going after Vlad. And cooldown, minus 20% to Law of Death magic, and ability Dark Walker, which gives her physical resistance and Strider. And on the map, she starts at, funny old thing, in Nuln in the southwestern part of the Empire. Okay, so in terms of settings then, hard campaign difficulty, hard battle difficulty, no end game scenarios, not doing anything like that, sea lanes enabled, advisor minimal, time limit on the battle 60 minutes, AI stats modifier as set by hard battle difficulty, and we're not bothering with Iron Man mode or anything like that. One of the reasons why I don't like to play beyond the hard on both, and the reason for that is I like to go for pretty balanced armies as I would field on the tabletop. So a lord, some heroes, some infantry, cavalry, gunnery units, like a nice balanced army. I'm not going to pick the most ultra unit. You're not going to see me fielding entire armies of dragons. I just don't like to play that way. It's not the most efficient way to play, and I also don't like to cheese battles as much as possible. So, I like to, I will go to the corner of a map if there's like terrain that suggests that map edges would be almost impassable. But I'm not going to do like some of these ultimate cheese ways of playing the game. I just don't like to play it like that. I like to play it more of a sort of pitched battle and have ambushes and flank attacks and all that good stuff, but without cheesing the AI. So that's kind of why we like to keep it on the campaign difficulty hard and battle difficulty hard. Okay, without further ado, let's start this new campaign, Immortal Empires, Elspeth Von Draken, playing through to long campaign victory. Okay, nearly in. So while it's loading, we're only using 2 mods. We're using Recruit Defeated Legendary Lords, and we're using Unique Faction UI. That's the only mods we're using. Other than that, it's a completely clean game. So we're not doing anything to really affect how the game plays. I say other than that, Recruit Defeated Legendary Lords. That's just because I like getting all the Legendary Lords and playing with them.
To die is to find eternal sanctuary. Safety from the horrors of this land. But to study death, to know its secrets, is to venture down a path that few dare tread. Atop her blackened tower, the graveyard rose, Elspeth Von Draken fights to protect the fallen, driving back the forces of evil. A perennial guardian of the Empire.
Beneath death's shadow, our enemies fall.
Okay, that is a really, really cool intro. I really do love her intro, and she did have one of the most amazing miniatures on the tabletop to go with it.
The enemies of Wissenland shall embrace their mortality.
Okay, so first up, she must help strengthen empires of borders. An authority, she waits for evil to show itself. Yeah, access to gunnery school, gardens of more. Secure empires borders, ensuring Imperial Gunnery School reaches its pinnacle. Will earn Wissenland and null their campaign victory. Okay, cool. So first up, purchase a unit upgrade in the Imperial Gunnery School. So we need schematics to do that, and that will give us treasury of 1,000 and give us a piece of gear, unique piece of gear, which is nice. Defeat an army belonging to the following faction in battle, the Court of Night, and that will give us 500 treasury. Okay, so Court of Night is this one here. So starting off against Vampire Counts, there's our army. We've got a hero engineer as well. And we need to capture these 2 settlements to unite the province. And then they've got their faction capital, which is Weildorf, which is the old Balthazar Gelt starting position. So that's kind of the start of the game for us. Okay, so down here, that's Gardens of More. We can't access that until turn 5. Imperial Gunnery School. So we start with 250. We need 350 for our first upgrade. We can see all the different units there. So I'm probably going to go for the handgunners one first, I think. Right, next, research. So I think I want to go with the grain silos. That gives us the casualty replenishment rate, which is always good at the beginning of the game. Keeping those armies as replenished as possible and getting that all-important growth, because we're going to need to get the growth up on the Nuln province. So we're going to go for that one to start.
Those Drathjar must envy
Right.
our invention.
Let's go with
The Empire.
our diplomacy. So Stirland, yeah, we can get an agreement with them and a trade agreement.
On this fine mark tag?
That's fine. And we can also get one with Reichland, which is good because we want to be friendly with Karl Franz. So also generally the way I like to play is if I could ally with a faction, it has to be a lawful alliance. Like as Elspeth, I'm not going to be making an alliance with Vlad or the Chaos or the Greenskins or anything like that. But I will obviously ally with all the Empire factions, Bretonnia, maybe the Dwarves, maybe the Wood Elves if it suits, the High Elves, that sort of thing. Even the sort of the more mercenary kingdoms, Tylia, all those border princes. If they would ally in the law, then I would ally with them. But I'm not going to form alliances again to game the game if they wouldn't normally form that alliance.
Sigma's will.
Okay, that's everything I think we can do there. No more trade agreements. Okay, good. And Confederation quite a way off, as expected. Okay, so that's that done. Right, the last thing to check then is, those are our missions, victory conditions. So short campaign victory, we need the gunnery school to tier 2. We need to destroy Sylvania, and we need the Fecundites, which is Festus. And we need to occupy, loot, raise or sack 30 different settlements. And that'll give us +3 hero capacity for heroes, which is nice. And then long campaign victory, 70 settlements as normal, and essentially unite the empire. So either own it or through military allies. And then that will get us hero recruit rank. And at the point that we complete long campaign victory will be the point where we finish the series and we move to a different legendary lord. Okay. And then the other thing we've got to look at up here, there's our schematics. Imperial Authority, so currently 66. So we've got +5 growth and +1 control. But if it drops down to here, then growth will go to -10 and control -10. So that's going to be really bad. Right. So we're going to put the engineer into Elspeth's army. Alright, it's got some crypt horrors in there, and it's a vampire lord, so let's keep an eye on that.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Off we go.
Darkness upon our...
Right. Okay, I think we can do that. So, but I always, and again, my aim is to manually fight most battles, except where it's, if it's like a whole stack against like a tier 1 minor garrison, then I'll auto-resolve it because it's basically going to get like 2 casualties. Or if it's something like where I really want to wipe out the Lord and he's out in the open and I don't want him to come back, then I would auto-resolve there as well. Like Vlad, for example. So reasonably nice starting map for us. So let's start with the artillery. How far can we have them go back? That side. I want to make sure the artillery are just in range of the unit. So there, that's perfect. So that's as far back as we can have our artillery to start. And then I want the cannons here as well. They're slightly shorter range, but nothing that's going to bother us. Then I want all of the infantry here. And we're going to have them essentially use that as a flanking area. And then I want the handgunners here, along with the known Ironsides here. Engineer at the front. Elspeth can stay where she is, and I think that will have Elspeth up here. That will save some moving around. I think that is going to work. Right. Start deployment. Start the battle. So my aim is to get Elspeth up. There's nothing in the army that's that quick other than the dogs. So
disabuse them of this falsehood.
And the crypt horrors aren't in range yet. So the cannons, I actually want them to focus on the crypt horrors, but they are currently out of range. Interestingly, oh, here you go, he's moving forwards now. Oh, we're going to be able to get one on him. Going to be close. No, I couldn't quite there. Let's try this time. Yes, just got it, and she's able to get out of there. Right, great cannons can now focus on the crypt horrors. Elspeth is going to get going. There we go. And they're kind of all bunched up, which is quite nice. And we've kind of led them out front of the rest of the army as well, so they should be able to be focused them down relatively quickly. There we go. They're now retreating, and we can send Elspeth back.
Darkness is my steed. With darkness.
Good, that unit's pretty damaged now. Yeah, they're gone.
By forge and firearm.
The Dark Lady of Nuln. The winds take me. I go to glory. I go. At pace.
Let's try and get those dire wolves down. Right, we should be able to get another one of these on him.
Darkness is my steed.
The Empire endures.
Change target, and now get Elspeth behind the front line. That's fine. We'll put her on here. Right, she's in with the Crypt Horrors, so let's get the gunnery units on those, because they're actually a really dangerous unit. Let's stop you firing. There we go.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Let's get that on the Lord. Good, that's done.
Handgunners. Wipe them out.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Okay, let's buff those guys. Okay, so far so good. They're crumbling, they're crumbling. And there you go, they've gone as well. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Happy with that. $41 losses. We killed 897. And look at that, the Hellstorm rocket battery doing absolutely fantastic. So a good start. Okay. Nice. Replenishment. No. Let's take the treasury.
They consume our supplies. Get rid of them.
Okay, and now income from all buildings with the follower. We got that plus 500 as well. So in Nuln here, I want to go straight for some growth. And we want to get to the point where we can get handgunners. So let's have that there.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Elspeth, she can she reach it? Yeah, she can reach the next settlement easily. So we don't need to give her the route marcher. Let's give her the leadership aura. And let's give
the Graveyard Rose.
the engineer survivalist. Okay. In terms of our gunnery school, 3 short.
Bodies of the dead.
3 schematics short.
Von
Okay,
Draken.
so now we're going to go after Dottenbach.
Bring darkness upon us.
Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. We've got 1 unit of bats and 1 unit of direwolves. Okay. So we're just going to have to watch the bats going after the war machines. Okay, we've got high ground here, so I think we kind of want to make the best of that high ground. Like so. Rock is kind of awkward. War machines are going to have a hard time line of sight. Because I can't put them any further back. Because they're just not going to see. They're going to be in dead ground. So we need to get the war machines up to here. Okay, right then. So let's put these guys on this side. And we're going to use the engineer to help there. Let's have Elspeth like so. So I want these guys moving forward straight away.
Great cannon! Ready!
Ah.
By God, Moraz! Spearman! We obey.
My word.
Sigmar guides us.
Oh, why did it do that? So annoying.
For the Warhammer!
Sometimes I hate the controls in this game.
Moving! Yes, General! By God, Moraz! A matter of locomotion. Go!
Right.
Hellstorm!
You go after those. You go after those. Elspeth is staying here.
My forge and firearm!
Elspeth Von Draken.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Join the dead.
By Ulrich's wrath! Formation, march!
That was less than ideal with the direwolves. They didn't. We didn't take them down as quickly as I thought. I thought the handgunners were going to do better.
We are ready!
And Elspeth is not doing great against the bats, right? But these are done. So we can now get these guys around the back. Okay, come on, Elspeth, do better. Right, spearmen attack the flank here.
Great cannon!
Great cannon go after those.
Targets!
Good, she's nearly got them. There you go, they're crumbling now.
Power of the skies!
Right, we're going to have the cannons stop firing now.
Sigmar, preserve
Oh my god,
us!
like literally,
Elspeth Von
they're
Draken.
crumbling and she's just... How can Elspeth do so badly against bats? Seriously?
Run!
Well, that was a terrible start to this. And they're not even running. Oh, they are. They're running now. Like,
Mage of Death.
awful. Oh, I really got to use magic on them.
them.
Sighted and ready.
Alright, they're going. Next.
Immediately. It is against Sigmar's teaching.
That was not what I wanted to happen. There you go. That was a terrible start to this battle. I'm really surprised how badly Elspeth did against those bats. Absolutely shocked.
Gifted tinkerer. Our weapons are yours.
You're going to come round there.
Battle protocols.
Let's move you around this
Moving.
way.
We must defend our homes.
I don't need their Hellstorm rocket batteries now anyway, so... Alright, bring
dead
Elspeth
fall.
in here, and let's boost you guys.
They are using dark forces master craftsman.
There we go. Okay, we're nearly able to give them magic again. So I mean, it's going to give them magical attacks, gives them leadership, and it can cause terror and fear, which is good. Another unit starting to crumble in there. The Hellstorm fled off the battlefield. That's fine. They'll live. Not what I wanted to happen there. There you go. I really thought Elspeth was going to do better against the bats.
Engineer.
You're not firing.
Finding the angle.
Are you really obstructed from there? Seriously?
Wipe them out. For Heldenhammer.
Let's get these guys in. And buff you again.
Don't give them an edge. They are using dark force.
There you go, and they're gone. Okay. So the first battle went really well. Second battle, not so much. Yeah, I'm just I thought Elspeth would do much better against bats. So, yeah, that kind of sucked. That kind of sucked. Okay. Let's
Raise
occupy
our
that.
standards here. Elspeth Von Draken.
Right, let's have
Amethyst Guardian.
recruit. Now, I know she gets benefit to upkeep for gun units, so that would be the Pistoliers, but we go through a lot of sieges. Pistoliers aren't great at sieges, so we're going for the Archers because they are good at sieges. So I'm going to take that, and she also
The
gets
Graveyard Rose.
a boost, so we're going to boost her movement.
This belongs in my archives.
Okay, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to get a second Lord. And we're going to get a Master Engineer because they're cool. So what have we got? We've got Master Builder and Regal. Alright, well, we'll go for this one then.
Master Engineer.
Let's get him in there. And we're going to get him to recruit 3 units of Archers. Okay. And we should be able to get an upgrade. So that'll give them missile strength. See, that's what I really want, is that reload time reduction. But let's upgrade those handgunners.
Training has proven most efficient.
Okay, so we now got this one as well, which is the Armageddon Prototype Field Coat Mark 24. Okay. Treasure. And that. Okay, so who do we give it to? I think I'm going to give it to the Master Engineer. Sure, it's better to give it to him than the normal engineer in Elspeth's army. Yeah, let's give it to him.
In innovation.
Like so.
Never complacent.
Okay. Right, we can now end the turn. That's turn 1 done.